Hello everyone, my name is April. We are going to be doing a center of our class today. This class will be about 45 minutes to an hour long. It'll be a ballet-based workout, so we'll really focus on that whole body, getting everything in there, really focusing on some balancing, some core stuff, and all the other good stuff in between. So what you'll need for this class, you'll need a chair or like a counter or a table or something you can balance on, getting both hands on there, feeling nice and steady. You'll need a mat, or you can just use the floor, whatever you need. I'm gonna be in my socks today just so I can really slide my feet around. You can wear shoes if you want, you can go barefoot, whatever you like. And then last things last, you're gonna need some weights or some cans of soup, some water bottles, a textbook maybe, whatever you feel you can use to like get those arms moving a little bit and just move around with you as we're working out. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start off with some terminology real quick. So we're gonna be in a nice parallel position, and what we're gonna do first is lift up one leg in front of us. We're gonna bring that foot out to the side, almost like you're hitting a wall right here with that leg, and slide it in to meet that standing heel. Awesome, we're gonna do that with the other side, lifting up that leg, bringing it out to the side, and sliding it in. Awesome, we should have a nice little pizza with those feet. Those toes should be going outwards with those knees going out over those toes. Go ahead and really straighten up those legs, squeezing everything up nice and straight. Squeezing those glutes up and in like you're zipping up a pair of jeans. Really squeezing in those abs, lifting up that chest, relaxing that neck. And here you go. Make a nice little O with those arms. And we've got first position. This is a very basic ballet position. We'll be using her a lot throughout the workout. So just like keep in your brain, I'll remind you, no worries. So go ahead and bring that stance out just a little bit wider, opening up those arms. This is called second position. Same idea as first, just a little bit wider. All right, so go ahead and bring it back together and lift up one foot and meet it to that standing ankle. Make sure there's no weight on that standing leg. You can move them around, nothing too serious. This is called coupe right here. And then go ahead and slide that foot all the way up, making a nice 4 with that leg. Again, no weight on that standing leg, and this is called passe. All right, go ahead and shake that out for me. And we're gonna go ahead and warm up a little bit. So go ahead and meet me in that nice wide second position. Reaching out those arms, taking a nice deep breath, and reaching over to the side. Really getting a nice deep stretch here all the way through that arm, through the side of that body. Really opening up that chest to the front of the room. And go ahead and flip it over. The back should be as flat as possible here, starting to get a little stretch through that hamstring, really reaching that arm towards the wall, and bring it all the way down to hug that leg, deepening that hamstring stretch. Starting off wherever you are comfortable. If you need to bring those arms up a little bit, feel free, or really just sink into that stretch. All right, go ahead and walk it to the middle. You can do whatever you like here. You can keep those knees straight. You can bend them and straighten them. You can grab those elbows and swing. Or if you want more of a stretch, you can walk those hands in between the legs toward that back wall. But go ahead and hang out here for a little bit. Really getting those legs. Maybe getting a little hip action in there. And go ahead and roll it up nice and slow. Meeting me back in that second position, reaching those arms out one more time and bringing it over to that other side. Again, really opening up that chest, reaching that arm, and flipping it over, making that back nice and flat, parallel with the ground, reaching that arm, and bring it all the way down to hug that leg. Again, getting that nice deep hamstring stretch here. Just stretching it out, doing whatever feels nice on your body right now. We're just loosening up a little bit. Go ahead and meet me in the middle one last time. Again, do whatever you need here to just stretch it out. Awesome. Go ahead and roll it up nice and slow. And meet me with those feet together. Go ahead and grab one knee and pull it up to that chest. Feel free to use that chair or table if you need some balance, but go ahead and circle out that ankle. Just warming up the front of that shin, the back of that calf, and reverse it. Go ahead and send that back for a quad stretch. Maybe waking up a little bit of that balance. Making sure those knees are in line. You're pulling up to feel the stretch in the front of that leg. And let it go. Same thing on the other side, hugging up that chest. That knee to that chest and circling out that ankle. Warming up that leg a little bit more. And reverse it. Whoa, lost my balance. And then go ahead and send it back for that quad stretch. Making sure those knees are in line. You're feeling a stretch on the front of that leg. And let that go. Shake it out a little bit. You should feel a little bit more stretched out now, a little bit more loosey-goosey, because we're gonna go ahead and warm up a little bit more, but we're gonna add some movement in here this time. So go ahead and grab that chair or table or whatever you're using. I'm gonna face the corner a little bit just so you can see what's happening with my feet. So we're gonna be in that nice first position. We're gonna be holding on to that chair or that table. And all we're gonna do here is sink into those knees, getting a nice deep bend. This is called plie. Plie means to bend. And we're just gonna tap the front of that chair, tap the front of that table, and switch feet back and forth. Just tapping the front, really stretching that leg out in front of us, getting that nice straightened leg, switching back and forth. And we got 4. 3, 2, and 1. This time, take it to the side and side. Keep it going. And side. Really feeling that bend to that straight. Getting those quads a little bit more warmed up. Maybe those feet. We got 2. And 1. Take it to the back this time. Pretending like you're reaching out and touching something behind you. Using those abs a little bit, keeping your balance here. Those legs should be feeling a little bit more warm now. And 1, go ahead and shake that out real quick. Beautiful job. Now we're gonna be in that second position right here. We're gonna bend down into a nice plie again in that second position. And all we're gonna do here is lift up a heel and lower and lift and lower. Lift and down, lift and down. You should start to feel a nice stretch on the bottom of those feet. Those calves should be warming up even more. And just really sink into that stretch of your foot. You don't have to bend your knees too much here. We're just getting warmed up. You got 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. Awesome job. We're gonna go back to that first movement. We're gonna be in that first position, and all we're gonna do is bend and point that foot out in front of us. This move is called tendu. Tendu means to point. Terminology is pretty straightforward with ballet. Everything means almost exactly what you're doing. So you're just pointing that foot out, really reaching it to its fullest extent. For me, that's touching the back of this chair. And bring it out to the side. Again, really reaching it out. Making sure those glutes are staying tucked in. Those abs are engaged. You got 2. And 1, bring it to the back. Last set here. Really reaching that foot. Thinking about reaching and touching something behind you. Really reaching for it. 2. And 1, shake that out. We got 1 more time of lifting up those heels, and then we're gonna get into our workout. So go ahead and meet me in that second position 1 more time. Give those knees a nice little bend, and nice and easy, we're just gonna lift a heel and lower, and lift and down. Nothing too crazy. Maybe thinking about that posture. Ballet is really focused on that nice, beautiful, elegant ballet body. For us, it's just about remembering our posture, which is something we might forget about when we're sitting at our desks all day. So really focus on keeping those shoulders relaxed and open, that chest proudly facing towards whatever you're facing right now, and shake it out. Awesome job. All right, go ahead and put that chair away. and go ahead and grab those weights. You can start with one weight. You can do 2 weights. I'll go ahead and start with 1 just to get those arms moving a little bit. We're gonna be in that first position, and all we're gonna do with those arms is curl up to a bicep curl and bring them back down. That's pretty easy right there, but then we're gonna add some feet to make it harder. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do that foot out, so pointing it out to the front, and as those arms bend, you're gonna slide that foot out to the side and bring it back to the front as those arms straighten back out. That's it, that's the movement. It'll really help with your balance while you're moving those arms, getting a whole body workout here. So go ahead and point that foot forward with me, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Really using those abs to keep everything nice and still, focusing on that standing leg. 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. Awesome job. We got the other side to go. So meeting me in that first position, squeezing everything up, engaging those glutes, squeezing those abs. Go ahead and point that other foot in front of you. And here we go. We got 8 and 7, 6. Make sure to bring that leg out only to the side of you, nothing past that. We'll focus on the back a little bit later on. We got 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out and put that weight on the ground for now. All right, go ahead and grab that chair and or table and bring it out to one side of you this time. We're gonna open up those hips a little bit just to focus on something else in between. So what you're gonna do is bring that foot to that coupe position. All we're gonna do here is bring it in and out 8 times. We're gonna pulse it in 8 times and pulse it out 8 times. Really focusing on that inner and outer thigh, opening up those hips as much as we can, getting a little balance in there. So go ahead and meet me in that coupe position. That other hand can be on the hip. It can be out for balance, wherever you would like it. All right, here we go. We got in and out, in and out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it in for 8. Really making sure everything stays nice and still. You're squeezing with that inner thigh. 3, 2, 1, and out 8 times. Again, really keeping everything nice and still. We got 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Beautiful job. Go ahead and switch over to that other side for me. And we're gonna do the same thing on that other leg. So bringing that foot up into that coupe, making sure everything's engaged, and we're gonna go in and out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it in, keeping everything nice and steady, focusing on that inner thigh. 3, 2, 1, and out for 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. You should feel those hips waking up a little bit. Maybe everything in those legs. Oh, go ahead and grab one weight again. This time we're gonna focus on the triceps, getting them a little bit warm. So those arms are gonna be up and overhead, arms in line with those ears, never past, never forward. What you're gonna do here is nice and easy. We're gonna bend those arms back and bring them back up, making sure not to hit the back of your shoulders, but controlling it all the way down and all the way up. Nothing too crazy there. So as we do that, we're gonna bring the foot to the side this time. And as those arms bend back, you're gonna slide that foot forward and bring it back out to the side. Countering that balance there a little bit, using those abs to help you stay in line as those arms go behind your head. Ready? We got 8. And here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. That should be a little bit more of a balance challenge for you. I think that one's a little fun. But go ahead and point out that other side, really focusing on those abs, keeping you in line. And here we go. We got 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out, putting that weight on the ground and grabbing the old reliable chair. We're gonna do the same thing like we just did in coupe, but this time we're gonna do it all in passe. So if you feel like this is too much, if you feel your hamstrings start to cramp or get tired, always bring it back down to that nice coupe, just focusing on that inner and outer thigh, making sure not to strain anything. So you go ahead and meet me in your position of choice, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it in for 8, keeping everything nice and steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 8. Last set. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Woo, you should be feeling that inner and outer thigh a little bit more. I know I definitely am. So go ahead and lift up that other foot, meeting me in your position of choice, and we'll go ahead and get started. We got 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it in for 8. Really getting that inner thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for last 8. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. All right, so we're gonna bring it back. Now that we've got all of this in our brain a little bit, we're gonna go back to that very first exercise. So go ahead and grab 2 weights if you wanna up the ante a little bit. Feel free to keep it at 1, keep it at none, whatever you like. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up a notch. We're gonna be in that first position, really making sure those knees are nice and straight, those glutes are helping us balance, those abs are engaged, and those shoulders are relaxed. Go ahead and point that first foot out in front of me, and we're gonna bend it up and slide it out for 8. Ready? Here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. All right, we got that other side to go, pointing that foot in front of us, bringing those arms in front, and go ahead and bend it out. You got 8, 7, really thinking about keeping that leg nice and straight. It's just gliding across the floor as it goes from the side to the front. We got 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop those weights. We're gonna shorten up those hip openers a little bit, but we gotta make sure to do them. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that chair. We're gonna bring it into that coupe position, and all we're gonna do this time is pulse it in for 8 and out for 8. Ready? Here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, and we got 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out, bring it out to that other side. Really kicking those inner and outer thighs, bringing it out to your position, and here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, and out for 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put that away and grab those weights. So for the triceps, I'm gonna stick to 1 weight just so I can really focus on my balance here. So go ahead and bring that foot out to the side, bringing those arms up overhead, taking a nice deep breath. And here we go. We're gonna bend it out and up, out, and up. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. Making sure those arms are staying in line with those ears. You're controlling that arm all the way back and all the way up to get the most that you can for those arms. So go ahead and point out that other foot to the side, bringing those arms up overhead, and here we go. We got 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put that down. Say goodbye to those triceps. And go ahead and grab that chair for those passes. Again, we're just going to pulse in for 8 and out for 8. Nothing too crazy. Go ahead and meet me in that position. Bringing that hand wherever you would like. And pulse it in. We got 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. And out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Bring that chair over to the other side. Meeting me in that position wherever you would like, whether that be coupe or passe, and we're pulsing it out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. That body should be feeling a little bit more awake now. I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink of water real quick. So feel free to do the same, and then we're gonna do some abs. All right. Here we go. Abs time. I think this one's fun just because you can pretend like you're striking a pose every time. It's something a little bit different. You know, you're not going to be on your back the whole time wishing it was over. We're kind of going to be dancing with it. So go ahead and grab whatever you're balancing on. Go ahead and tendu one leg out to the side of you and bring that same arm up. There's your pose. So what we're going to do here, nice and easy, just 8 times. We're going to crunch that elbow to that knee and bring it back out to your pose. So really focusing on squeezing the outside of those abs, using those obliques, really bringing that leg up to that elbow and bringing it back down. If you start to feel it in that hip, maybe bring it just a little bit less. Make sure not to push anything. So go ahead and strike your pose with me, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. Bring it over to that other side because we've got the other ab side to go. So tendu that foot out to the side, reaching that arm up, striking your pose, and here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. All right, this time we're gonna bring that chair back over. No, we're not actually. Even this confuses me. So we're gonna point out that foot that we just did. You know what? No, we're not. We're gonna switch that thing back over here. In front of us. In front of us is what's gonna happen. So we're gonna point out that first foot. We're gonna reach opposite arm as foot up overhead. So now you've got star. So we're gonna be right here, and what we're gonna do this time is cross that knee over with that elbow and getting it back out. This time we're gonna really focus on that crunch, crossing it over. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out for a minute. You're gonna switch sides so that other leg comes out, opposite arm as leg goes out. Strike your pose, enjoy it, and here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that all out. We're gonna go back to that first one, focusing on the side. So go ahead and bring that arm, that chair out to the side of you. We're gonna point that first foot out, bring that same arm out, but this time, if you would like a challenge, what we are going to do is keeping that leg straight. We're gonna lift it up and bring it back down. I totally don't expect you to meet that elbow to the knee this time. That would be kind of crazy to do every time, but just lifting that leg up, using those abs to lift that leg as you bring that elbow down. If you want to bring it back to that first, keeping the elbow and knee bent, feel free to do so. But here we go. Strike your pose. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Shake that out. We got the other side to go. So pointing that foot out, reaching that arm out, same arm as leg, keeping that knee bent or straight, and here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. We gotta cross it over one more time. We're gonna point out that first leg, opposite arm as leg comes up. And again, feel free to keep it straight if you would like, or keep it bent. Here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Last time, striking your pose, taking a nice deep breath, really focusing on those abs, and here we go. We got 8. Really crunching that side in, using those abs to bring yourself together. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Feel free to grab a drink of water. We're getting into the hardest part of the class. So go ahead and grab those weights when you're ready. Feel free to take your time, take a little break. I'm gonna stand on my mat for this one just so I don't slide around too much. But go ahead and meet me in that second position. Those arms are gonna be in front of you. Feel free to use 1 or 2 weights, whatever you have available to you or whatever feels best for you. And all we're gonna do with those legs is bend to a nice 90-degree box and bring it back up. As you do this, I really want you to focus on keeping those glutes tucked in, like you're squeezing in between a wall like a really weird crab. But that's all I got for you. So what we're gonna do with those knees as we bend, we're gonna curl those weights up to our chest and bring it back to straight. Everything bends and everything straightens. Here we go for 8. And we got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake that out. We're gonna put those weights down, and what we're gonna do here, in between that, you can feel free to grab a chair, or you can grab the weights. I'm just gonna put my hands on my hips, but what we are going to do here is we're gonna put one foot in front of us and one behind us. We're gonna be a nice, easy lunge here. The first we can do is either just bend and straighten, acting like we're gonna pop this foot off, but keeping it on the ground so that we can keep our balance. Just like that is a nice easy lunge. If you would like to make it a little bit more challenging, we're gonna bend and we're gonna pop that leg off and bend and pop that leg off. Feel free to use anything for balance. Feel free to add a weight to add a little bit more on that exercise, but we're just gonna do 8 here on this one side. So bringing it into that nice lunge. Here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Told you I wouldn't forget about the back side, huh? All right, so go ahead and meet me on that other side. Taking it into that nice bend, and here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out a little bit. Go ahead and grab those weights. This time's gonna be a bit of a kicker. Instead of curling up those arms as we bend those knees, we're gonna flip the palms so they're facing towards us this time, and we're gonna lift it in front of us and bring it back up. As you do this, make sure to bring those arms only to the shoulders before bringing them down, making sure they don't fly above you or go out, just keeping them nice in front, in line with those shoulders, and bringing it back down, making sure to control it all the way up and down. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, back at it again. We got those little lunges. So go ahead and meet me on that first side. Assume your position, and here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. You got one more side to go. Putting that other foot in front, other one behind, and we're gonna stretch it out. And here we go. We got 8, 7. Really popping that foot out behind you. Using those balancing muscles we've been working on the whole class. You got 2 and 1. Awesome job. Shake it all out, because we got to do that again. All right, so go ahead and grab your weights. I'm going to use one weight this time just to show you what that's like. So meet me out in that second position. If those legs need a little break, just bring it to a nice and easy, small bend. Making sure those knees are going out over those toes the whole time as you bend into that plie and come up. Remember, plie means to bend, nothing more, nothing less. Don't go too crazy. Here we go. We're gonna bend those arms up to a nice bicep curl. And here we go. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. We're just gonna do one side of those lunges this time before we get into that front lift. So pick a side, any side, meet me in that nice little lunge, and pop it out for 8, 7. Really using those abs here, feeling the back of those glutes engage as you pop that leg off. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake it out. Go ahead and grab a weight or weights or none weight. Meet me in that second position, lifting that in front of you this time. And here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Put that down. We got one more side to go. Bringing those hands to those hips or holding on to a balancing surface, meeting me in that lunge, and here we go. We got 8, 7, 6. Again, really using those glutes as you pop off, even if you're just popping to here, feeling everything engage. 2 and 1. Awesome job. Go ahead and grab a drink of water if you want. We're gonna balance just a little bit more before we get into some cardio. Very fun, very exciting. I'm gonna face the side just so you can see what's happening with my feet. But all we're gonna do here is releve. Releve means to rise. So all you're gonna do in that first position is rise up onto those toes. Now when you do this, I want you to really focus on leaning more forward and less backwards. So that means putting more weight towards that ball of our foot and less weight towards that pinky. Really using those abs to engage, to keep yourself balanced, holding on to whatever's in front of you. All we're gonna do, nice and easy, we're gonna plie, and then we're gonna pop up to that releve. We're gonna do it 4 times nice and slow. We're gonna double time that for 4, and then we're just gonna hold it up there, squeezing everything, get a nice little balance in, and then take a little break. Here we go. Meeting me in that first position, squeezing those glutes up and in, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go, nice and slow. And up, 3, 2, and 1. Double time, pop it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And squeezing everything, holding up there, really engaging everything. Start to float your hands off of that balancing device if you can. Take one last deep breath. 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Shake it out. Let's get a little stretch in there. Bringing one foot back. You did an awesome job. I know you did. All right. Stretch it out. We got that one more time. Super exciting. We're gonna bring it back to that first position. If this is uncomfortable, start to move those toes in a little bit, just so you can really focus on the balancing aspect and less so on keeping that turned out-ish. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. 4 slow, 4 double time, and then hold it up there, and then we can throw it all away, be done with that. And here we go. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Double time. We got 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeezing everything, holding it up there one more time, really engaging those glutes, using that core, keeping that posture nice and open. Start to float your arms out in front of you. If you want more of a challenge, you can move them all around you, and go ahead and rest that out. Shake it out. Get that nice stretch in there one more time. And then go ahead and get a drink of water, because we're gonna do a little bit of cardio. All right, go ahead and put that chair away. Grab that water real quick. Awesome. Very exciting. It's cardio time. I promise this is quick. I can't say it's painless, but it's quick. We're just gonna do 20 seconds on, take a little break, 20 more seconds, and then we're done with it. Nice and simple. So what we're gonna do essentially is jumping from leg to leg. I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but we're gonna ease into it. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna step one leg out, and we're gonna cross the other one in front in that nice tendu. Get a nice easy little bend in that standing leg and keeping her nice and crossed. You're gonna reach opposite arm as pointed leg towards that foot and other one up. So all you're gonna do is step and switch and step and switch. It's like you're trying to touch your toe with your opposite arm. As you do this, we're gonna start to move a little bit faster, getting that motion in our bodies, making sure that chest stays open the entire time. Those shoulders are relaxed down, that neck is relaxed. You're not clenching that jaw. And we're gonna jump it out for 20 seconds. Here we go, 20 seconds on the clock. Keep it going. Feel free to bring it back to that step touch if you need to. We're almost there, we got 5 seconds. And 1, you're done. Shake that out real quick. We gotta keep moving though, so just bring it to a nice little curtsy, like you're saying hello. And just keep moving, crossing those legs. Feel free to step it out. Feel free to march it out. But you just gotta keep moving. All right, we got 20 more seconds on the clock for that cardio. Same thing as before. Take a nice deep breath. And here we go. We're gonna just start by crossing it out. Keeping that chest open. Leaping from side to side. Pretending we're graceful ballerinas. And here we go. We're gonna jump it out in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, 20 seconds. Keep it going. I know it feels funny, but it's more fun than funny. Here we go, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Keep it moving. Bring it back to that nice bend and bend. Catching our breath. Bringing that heart rate back down. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back for a second. Tell yourself, great job for getting that done. Getting that out of the way. You're almost done with this class, which is awesome. So go ahead, if you want, get a drink of water, and then you're gonna meet me on the ground, which is super exciting. We're working our way to that cool down. So go ahead, get your drink of water, and go ahead and meet me on those hands and knees. Catching your breath, maybe taking a moment here, being like, wow, I just did all that. 'Cause you did, and I did too with you. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna fire up those abs one last time before we cool all the way down. We're gonna be on those hands and knees. And all we're gonna do here is lift one foot up parallel with your body. Bend it, same as we did standing, meeting it to that elbow and bringing it back out, just like that. We're gonna do that for 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other side, and then we'll move on. Ready? Here we go. Pointing out that foot in front of us and bending it out for 20 seconds. Really focusing on those abs. Three, 2, and 1. Go ahead and sit that back for a second. You can go into child's pose if you want. Just taking a nice little breather for a second before we jump into that other side. I'll go ahead and turn around just so you can see my leg moving around out there. But go ahead and meet me in that hands and knees position. Reaching out that other foot and bend it out for 20 seconds. Really feeling the sides of those abs crunch as you bring that knee to that elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Taking a nice little break. Making sure you're breathing. Those shoulders are relaxed. That jaw is relaxed. And we're gonna do the same thing as standing again. On those hands and knees. We're gonna stretch out that first leg, but this time we're gonna try to cross it over to that opposite elbow and bring it back. If you want a challenge here, feel free to go ahead and stretch out opposite arm as leg to bend it in and out, or you can keep that hand on the ground. So we got 10 seconds this time. You ready? Here we go. And bend it out. 3, 2, and 1. Taking a little break. Breathing it out. We got that other side to go. So go ahead and stretch that leg out with me. Lifting it up, and we got 10 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Two, and 1. Awesome job. Sitting back in that child's pose. Maybe just sitting up for a second, taking a nice breather. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started with that cool down. So go ahead and get that drink. Maybe walk around for a second. And you're gonna meet me in standing just like we started. So just shaking everything out, getting all loose again. Taking some deep breaths. Go ahead and meet me out in that good old second position. You're gonna reach those arms out to the side. Take a nice deep breath. Wiggle those fingers. And meet me out to that side. Really opening up that chest to the front. Feeling that stretch all the way through that side that we just worked. And flip it over. Making that back as parallel with the ground as you can. That means sticking out that tailbone a little bit, really reaching that arm towards that wall, and bring it all the way down to hug that leg. Telling this leg thank you for all of its hard work today. It did an amazing job. So just stretch it out, give it the love that it deserves. And walk it to the middle. And just like we started, you can do whatever you like here to just stretch yourself out, whatever feels best for your body, and just hang out here for a few breaths. All right, go ahead and roll it up nice and easy. Bringing yourself back out to that second position, reaching those arms out one last time, give them one last little wiggle, and bring it out to the side. Really opening up that body to the front, reaching that arm as far as you can, and bring it to that nice flat back stretch. And bring it all the way down, hugging this leg. Telling this one thank you for all of its hard work as well. Gotta make sure they're both loved. They both worked so hard for us today. And walk it to the middle one last time. And just keep it going. We're gonna stretch for a little bit just to really get everything in that body. I know a lot of us don't stretch too much, so it's important once in a while to just relax. Do something a little bit different, get the body all nice and jelloed out. Feeling loosey-goosey and ready for the rest of your day, your week, your month, this semester. But go ahead and roll it up nice and easy with me. Bringing those feet out to that second position. And we're just gonna bring it down to that plie. You can keep the arms on the knees or to the elbows. And just really opening up those inner thighs. Feel free to rock back and forth. And then we're gonna go ahead and twist in one shoulder. Go ahead and twist that other one. And meet me in a lunge on one side. So, keeping that back leg off the ground for now, you're gonna make sure that front heel is in line with that front knee. You've got one hand on either side, and that back leg is nice and straight. You should start to feel a stretch in that quad, in that hip flexor. Go ahead and drop that back knee, lifting up that chest, hands on that knee, and nice and easy, relaxing into that stretch, deepening it through that hip flexor and quad, taking a few deep breaths here. All right, go ahead and sit it back. You can sit back on that leg. You can stay up here, or you can even sit back, keeping that foot out to the side of you. I'm gonna be sitting back on my leg, but all we're gonna do, we're gonna point or flex that front foot. We're gonna reach those arms up nice and tall and reach it over for that foot. Getting a nice, very deep stretch in that hamstring. And just breathing. All right, go ahead and sit up with me. We're gonna bring those legs into two 90-degree boxes, angles. So that front one should be in front of you in a nice 90 degree, and that back leg to the side of you. I'll go ahead and face forward. So we're in our 90 degrees. You're gonna keep that chest up nice and tall, and we're gonna slowly walk those hands out towards that front knee. Making sure that chest stays nice and tall as you reach over. You should start to feel a stretch on that front outer hip, and just breathe. Breathe it out. We worked our hips a lot today. Even with that balancing, they were working hard. All right, and go ahead and bring it up. And if you so would like, we can try for a split just to end our dancey day. So if you would like to try it, feel free to meet me up here. If you would like to remain in any other stretch, feel free. Do what you're comfortable with. I know it's a bit of a stretch, haha. So go ahead and meet me up here, just like we were stretching out that hamstring. And nice and easy, keeping one hand on either side. You're just gonna slide that front foot down to wherever you are comfortable, wherever that may be. Making sure just to stay there, take some deep breaths, relaxing as much as you can, and get out of it. Toss it away. Know that you did a split today, because that's awesome. So meet me in a nice wide straddle right here, making sure those knees and those toes are either facing towards the ceiling or rotating back, but never coming forward. So even if that means coming up a little bit on your stretch, really keeping those knees facing towards that ceiling. So we're just gonna start and walk in front of us to wherever you are comfortable, really getting that inner thigh. Maybe feeling it all the way down that leg, but just relax. And go ahead and walk it up, bringing the chest facing towards one of those legs, and go ahead and walk it out towards that foot, making sure that other hip stays planted on the ground. And bring her up, switch sides, and nice and easy, walk it down towards that foot, saying hello to it, making sure that other hip stays planted on the ground. And bring it up. And you gotta meet me in a lunge on the other side. So go ahead and bring that front foot out in front of us, keeping that heel in line with that knee. Lifting up that back leg, one hand on either side. And just stretching it out, starting to feel a nice stretch in that hip flexor, in that quad, maybe in the underneath of that front leg. And go ahead and drop that knee down, lifting up that chest, bringing the hands to the knees, and nice and easy, relaxing yourself into the stretch, feeling it deeper in the front of that back leg. All right, go ahead and sit it back wherever you are comfortable, pointing or flexing that front foot, reaching those arms up and over for that foot, saying hello to it, getting that nice stretch underneath that front knee. All right, go ahead and meet me in that 90-90 stretch. So making that front leg 90 degrees in front of us, that back leg 90 degrees to the side of us, lifting up that chest, and go ahead and walk it out towards that front knee. Feeling the stretch on the outside of that front leg and that hip. And go ahead and bring it up. And we're gonna try for that split on this side. So again, if you would not like to try a split today, feel free to stay at any of the stretches that we just did. But if you would like to give her a go ahead and lift up like we were just at that hamstring stretch. One hand on either side, and nice and easy, slide it down to wherever you are comfortable or uncomfortable, but make sure it's not too much. Just staying wherever you know your limit is, taking a deep breath here, and getting out of it, getting rid of it, so you can say that you did a split on two sides today. So go ahead and shake out those legs a little bit, letting go of all that, and meet me in a nice, easy butterfly, putting the bottoms of those feet together, letting those knees relax out. Go ahead and grab those ankles, lifting up that chest, and circle out that head. And reverse that, getting that whole neck, making sure to lift up that chest, and meet me in the middle. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and keep one hand here, grab one side of that head, and nice and easy, stretch out the side of that neck. Really feeling that stretch all the way through the side of that body, that neck. Making sure you're keeping that chest, that posture nice and straight, letting that go. Same thing on that other side. Nice and easy, just getting a little stretch through there. And let that go. All right, if you would like, go ahead and walk those hands out over those toes and just relax over that butterfly. But for that, besides that, we are all done with class, so feel free to stretch out anything else you want. Feel free to check out the survey underneath this video so we can get some feedback. Make sure to check out the other classes on our channel. But besides that, thank you so much for joining me for this hour. My name is April, this was Center Bar, and have a great day.